We're good. We're good. Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming to this program at the local public library. I'm very happy to see you. I'm Miss Callie. Without further ado, I'm going to sit down. And I'm going to sing the reading time with the theme. Strike that, reverse it. I'm going to sing the reading time with the Queen's theme song. If you know it, which maybe you might. You're allowed to sing. I'll let you. Take a stand, make a scene. It's reading time with the Queens. Aloha! I know you've been hoping for reading time with the Queens. The library's open for reading time with the Queens. There's lots to know about the world today, so open a book, let's make our way. There's crafts to be making at reading time with the Queens. There's songs to be singing at reading time with the Queens. Today we'll learn that we each are a star. We'll spread kindness wherever we are. It's so much fun, but it's not a dream. It's reading time with the Queens. We are going to the library. We are going to the library. We are going to the library, and we'll have so much fun. You can pick this one up. I know you can. Miss Rowan, will you help me?
I'd be happy to.
Okay, here we go. People go shh at the library. Yes, people go shh at the library. Yes, people go shh at the library, and we'll have so much fun. We'll read a story at the library. Yes, we'll read a story at the library. We'll read a story at the library, and we'll have so much fun. We'll sing a song at the library. Yes, we'll sing a song at the library. Yes, we'll sing a song at the library, and we'll have so much fun. Yes, we'll have so much fun. Woo! There we go. Long ago when we used to do it at the library, that's what I would sing, the library song. Now we have our own theme song. I had to do both. I just had to. It must be done. It can't be done any other way. How's everyone doing today?
Great.
Good. We have a very special program today. We're going to be talking about some very interesting things. Today's program is titled "I'll Be Seeing You," and you'll find out why in just a moment. First thing that we're going to do, because this is what we do at all the reading times, is learn sign language. So to help us with that is Miss Kylie, our good friend Miss Kylie. What you got for deaf people? There we go. Perfect. Miss Kylie, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Miss Kylie, you have some signs you're going to teach us that are going to help us with the books today and also things that we can use throughout the rest of our lives. What are those signs?
Well, the first one would be moving away. So
Moving
first
away.
you hold your hands like this,
Okay.
and then you just move it this way. Moving away.
Moving away. Yeah, good job, y'all. Moving away, okay? So we know about moving away.
And then one of my favorites, because it expresses how much I appreciate people in my life, is miss you.
Miss you. Oh.
You just take your finger on your chin, and then you make the face like you really miss someone.
Okay, so I'm missing someone. There we go. And then, what did we make today at Craft Corner? Does anyone remember? You're holding them in your hands? You?
We made jars. Of
Jars?
things that we can put in.
Perfect. Yes, exactly right. How did we sign jar, Miss Kylie?
So you just have your hands kind of like a C,
Okay.
and just up, like that.
Jar.
Like you're holding an actual jar.
Perfect.
Very big jar.
Yeah, it's a very big jar. Little jar. Big jar. Bigger jar. Okay. And then a final sign. So the title of our program is "I'll Be Seeing You."
So if you want to say to somebody like, I'm going to see them later, you'll say see, and then with an L. See you later.
There we go. That's pretty easy to remember. See you later. Perfect. Alrighty, so can we recap all those signs?
Recap. So if you were going to move away from something or yourself, like physically move away. Just move away.
Move, okay. And then,
And then if you were to miss somebody,
missing
finger on
you.
the chin.
Okay. And then we made today a jar. And I'll be seeing you. See you later.
See you later.
See you later. Perfect. Thank you for teaching us those signs, Miss Kelly. Well, you're going to have to help me because sometimes I forget to look at the books that we're doing. And if we see a place that we can use those signs, which I'm sure that we will, then you'll have to sign it with us, okay? Sound like a plan? So we all know them. We reviewed them. We got them all down. Okay. The first book I'm going to read the first book, is called Evelyn Del Rey is Moving Away. Can everyone see from here? Is that good? Okay.
Kelly, is this a solo adventure? Do you want
You can sit here, you're allowed. Everyone's allowed to
a book holder? Do you need?
I'll hold the book, but thank you for sitting here with me to read the book. I appreciate
It's a very emotionally taxing.
Yes, I might need your help.
Need moral support.
Yeah, wait, brace yourselves.
It's just nice to feel included.
It's sad. I think, without getting into the book too much, I think it's correct to say that when people move away from us, it is quite sad. It is a quite sad thing. So be prepared to maybe cry. I'm going to tell you now, crying's okay. You're allowed. Okay. This book is called Evelyn Del Rey is Moving Away. It's by Newbery medalist Meg Medina. She wrote it. A Newbery Award just means that a bunch of people thought you wrote a really good book and gave you a medal for it. And it's illustrated by Sonia Sanchez. Here's the title page. You can see here there are 2 apartments, and they're connected by a piece of rope. And on that rope there is a basket. Evelyn Del Rey is my mejor amiga, my numero uno best friend. Come play, Daniela, she says, just like she always does. Just like today is any other day. So here's Daniela, and here, if you can see, across from their apartment is Evelyn Del Rey. Yes, oh yeah, you can kind of see the basket. Oh, can you see the basket? Not yet, you will. So I bundle up and cross the street. A big truck with its mouth wide open is parked at the curb, ready to gobble up Evelyn's mirror with the stickers around the edge, her easel for painting on rainy days, and the sofa that we bounce on to get to the moon. So there's everyone's things getting loaded up, all of Evelyn's things getting loaded up into the moving truck. She is waiting for me inside the iron doors. Then we climb the steps, 2 at a time, just like we always do. We sneak past grouchy Mr. Miller's door and wave to Mr. Sue, who's feeding pigeons from the hall window. Senora Flores gives us each a cookie and says, it's the big day when we walk by. So there they are, greeting all of the neighbors. Our apartments are almost twins, just like us. That's why I already knew all the good places for hide and seek, and the spot behind the heater where we keep our special finds. But the walls in Evelyn's room are sunny yellow, while mine are pink like cotton candy. And I live with my mommy and a hamster, and she has a mommy, a poppy, and a cat. We are mostly the same, just like our apartments, but not after today. So there is the apartment. You can see they're quite different, but they are connected by that string. It looks like they trade things back and forth in that basket. We find a still empty box near the door. In no time, I am a bus driver steering us all over the city. We play until the tables that were bus stops are gone, and the beds that were skyscrapers have vanished too. When we look around, everything has disappeared, except us. Have you ever done this before? Gotten an empty box and played pretend? Yes, very fun. Especially the really big boxes, like the refrigerator boxes. Quite nice. Soon the truck outside rumbles off, and there is a knock on the door. "Hide!" we say, giggling, just like we always do. But our mothers see us before we can slip away. "Time to go," Mommy says. Here they are trying to hide in the box. Their moms see them. Evelyn and I hold hands in that wide, empty space. We lean back and start to spin in circles, faster and faster, until everything is a blur around us. Our fingers slip, but we don't let go until we wobble to the floor. "We can talk every day after school," I tell her, though the world is still whirling. "And you can visit me this summer," she says, "and spend the night." But I know that tomorrow, everything will be different. Evelyn will be in a new home that doesn't match mine. So it looks like Evelyn's moving somewhere with a lot more green plants and things. I wonder where that is. Before we leave, I spot something in the corner, left behind in the dust. It's the last of Evelyn's sparkly stickers. We go downstairs and I press a heart on her cheek to seal our promise. Then she does mine just the same. Oh, isn't that sweet? Trading stickers. We say patata while Mommy takes a photo. We do our secret handshake one more time. And then Evelyn hugs me hard. Evelyn Del Rey is moving away. She won't be right here anymore. So there's Evelyn getting into the van. Oh, and you can see Daniela is starting to cry. Mommy says not to be sad, that we will both make new friends. But when Evelyn waves one last time, the stickers still on her cheeks, I know she will always be my first mejor amiga, my numero uno best friend. The one I will always know by heart. I don't know if you can tell, but Daniela's a little bit older in this book, in this page. It looks like they've stayed connected through letters the whole time. Isn't that special? Mr. Rowan, are you crying?
I'm not made of wood.
That is Evelyn Del Rey's moving away. Mr. Rowan, it's okay to cry, you know that?
I do indeed. I'd be lost if I didn't.
It's okay to be sad, it really, really is. The important thing about having feelings is to remember that everybody has them, whether you're sad or angry or even happy. It's important to remember that you're allowed to feel those feelings. Okay. And so I wrote a song that's about that, about recognizing, you know, it's not good to stay sad all the time, but it's okay to feel sad sometimes. And part of that is recognizing that you're sad and recognizing why you're sad. So this song is about when a friend moves away, and I did title it Evelyn. So here we go. Evelyn's told me she's going away. It's not her decision, she can't choose to stay. It makes me feel funny and actually quite bad, especially considering the good times we had. I'll remember us strolling on down to the park, playing Pokemon Go on our phones until dark. My eyes feel wet, and they felt that way since Evelyn's told me there's no way she'll stay. My parents, they told me my feelings are good, even though I wouldn't feel them if I possibly could. No more hot cocoa or trips to a play, no more of that, since my friend is moving away. And true, I'll send her letters and jars full stomach is churning. For right now, I'm learning. Together won't be where we are. I'm allowed to be angry. I'm allowed to be sad. 'Cause Evelyn's someone that I'll miss quite bad. She may not come back, and she's not going to stay. Evelyn's going away. Aww. Oh goodness, I've done something grave. I've made you all sad now.
I'm not
didn't come to
even
read to be
sad.
sad, did you?
It didn't even make me sad
Oh, it
because
didn't
I
make you
keep
sad.
in my tears a lot.
Okay. Oh dear. Well, it is okay to cry sometimes if you want something to remember that.
Hi!
Hi! Hi, everyone!
Hi, it's Miss Callie.
It's been Miss Barb.
We're here for Craft Corner today.
Yes, we're seeing you for Craft Corner, as usual. Oh,
Yeah.
I love Craft Corner.
No, it shouldn't be usual. It should be fun.
It should be fun, yeah.
Every time.
As spectacular, we are doing Craft Corner.
Mhm.
Miss Barb, what are we making for this special program, Craft Corner today?
We're making this jar
Okay.
that you can use for your special collections
All right.
or just things that you love and they cannot even match. They could just be individual things.
Okay.
Yeah. Mine, for instance, has got quite a few different things. I've got the ocean, my shells and my ocean waves and such. I have various and assorted flowers and butterflies.
Can I show them?
But also, they're showing my favorite colors of purple and blue.
Ooh, yes. That, oh, and all the ocean things. Very nice. Very
Yep,
nice.
And then just some other little doodads that have those colors because I love them so much.
Very pretty. I think that'd be a wonderful thing to make a collection in. It kind of feels like a collection in and of itself, you know?
Exactly.
All the stickers and things on the
Yep, I
outside.
could just look at it and feel happy.
And now we're going to be reading a book later that's all about collecting things in a jar. So once you have this jar done, you will be ready for that book.
Mhm.
How about that?
Book will give you lots of great ideas.
So I think I kind of understand what we're doing, but why don't you walk me through it anyways?
Yeah, pretty much. This is a jar I bought. It's a plastic jar. It's an imitation mason jar
Right.
they use for canning. But I got plastic because I just thought it would be safer
Probably.
to use. Along with the jar, you're just going to want to have a multitude of various and assorted
Ooh.
stickers.
You know, we love stickers. Can I show them all of our stickers?
Yes.
This is our sticker collection. Ooh, look at this. We got some cats, got some spaceships, we got some, what are these? Animals. I dropped some. Ooh. Some monkeys. Monkeys
Mhm,
jumping on the bed.
So just whatever you have. No need to get new ones unless you want to, 'cause
Unless you
that's fun. And then optional, we got these labels just in the stationery part of the stores.
Mhm.
If you want to put your name and what your special collection is.
Collection. Okay. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
Yeah. Then we'll let Miss Kelly go to town.
Okay. Well, see, I've already picked out an assortment of things, as you can see right here. And I think what I'll probably do first is the label. I'm going to do this pink label.
Right, because then you know where you have room to put stickers.
That's a good point. Very good point. So I think I'm going to collect gems. Ooh, sparkly gems. Oh, I'm going to write exactly that in cursive. I know how to write in cursive.
It'll come back to you, I swear.
Hopefully. Okay. Okay, that's good. Spark. I think that looks like sparkly. Sparkly gem. Woo.
Are you guys out in reading land learning cursive in school? I don't know. Do they still teach cursive these days?
That's a good question.
They're probably more likely to teach keyboarding to maneuver the computers instead of
Yeah.
handwriting. But
It's
I
understanding.
hope they still teach cursive. That's an art.
It is an art. It is an art, and I think that's kind of, that's why you learn it.
Mhm.
Also, it does help with your penmanship overall. I think, I did okay. I did okay.
It looks great.
My great-grandmother, actually, I'm wearing a necklace of hers today. Yeah.
Oh.
She had excellent penmanship. We would trade letters, actually, and that was... I always tried to make sure my penmanship was okay, but I didn't write in cursive because I wanted to make sure she was able to read it.
Over the lines.
Yeah, over these lines.
Yeah.
So this jar has some lines. I don't know if you can see. So you want me to put them? I'm gonna put them right here. There we go. Ah ha ha! So instead of canning fruits and vegetables today, we're canning sparkly
gems.
Okay. And then I think, oh, you've gotten a sticker with my face on it.
Yes.
That's me, and that's Mr. Rowan. It says, take a stand, make a scene, it's reading time with the queens. That's going on here. Thank you for bringing this today.
Yes, I was going through all my stickers, collecting them up, and I came across that, and I thought...
Very satisfying.
I bet Miss Kelly will enjoy this.
Yes, I will. And I'm going to put that right here in the middle.
Yes,
Ooh.
it's kind of big, so you might have to
Yeah, you got to really...
get creative here, or make some decisions, break
Look
it
at
down
that.
a little bit.
Yes! And then you got some of these big wraparounds.
Yeah, and they probably will fit
Around
on this
the rim.
the top of the yes. And I'll take the lid off so you can.
Okay, how do I peel these off? I don't know. This is very odd. Oh, I need help, Miss Barb.
That's fine.
I don't know what I'm doing. I really like these too. Maybe I'll work on these. So these are like gold script. Ooh, that's kind of difficult to get off.
What's happening here with these, Miss Kelly?
I
These are really old. And I had it.
You've been collecting them for a long time, then.
Yes.
Is what you're saying.
I got this one.
Okay. Perfect. Oh, and I'm in the middle of this. Do you want to do the rim for me while I
Yes.
finish
If
this?
you'd like to hand me the scissors that
Okay.
are on the other table.
So you'll need scissors. So we didn't really say what you'd need.
Well, you may
We
need
kinda did.
scissors. You might not.
You might need scissors. You might want glue. Stickers. We're going with stickers today because that works the best with the materials that we're using.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I'm only going to do one of these gold scripts because they are pretty difficult to get off the thing. Okay.
Is it going to fit? You might need to cut it to size.
Oh, I bet I could do it.
know.
I bet I could do it.
Do you think you could do it?
I bet I could. Look at that.
Okay.
That's so pretty.
You want to cut off maybe about right there?
Right there. Okay, look at that. Teamwork right here.
Yep.
Ooh, it's so much fun to make crafts with you, Miss Barb.
I enjoy it as well.
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Gee, thanks.
Okay, and then I'll see. Maybe I'll...
But you can, you know what? You can put other stickers on top of that.
Oh, yeah. I just want to... Maybe I kind of want to, like, frame my label kind of nice. This is very spindly.
You know what? I was thinking about what special things thinking forward, I've already heard the book about collecting in a jar.
Yes.
Things that I would love to keep as forever keepsakes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, first comes to mind is like the sound of the waves of the ocean.
Yeah.
The sight of the waves of the ocean. The seagulls.
Yeah.
I love the sound of
You like the sound of seagulls?
And I enjoy sunrises in the early mornings. So beautiful. And speaking of early mornings, I love to be outside in the early morning when it's just so quiet and still and fresh.
That would be a nice thing to put in a jar too.
Yeah.
Well,
And flowers, purple flowers, just fields of flowers. I also love taking photographs of flowers too.
putting all kinds of flowers in a jar. So you can actually put flowers in a jar, but they might not keep very well.
No.
One of the things that I've done once or twice is whenever I've gotten roses, sometimes people give me roses, and I'll hang them upside down on the wall, and you know, just tie a rubber band around them,
Mhm.
put them on a hook,
Mhm.
and they'll dry out. And so then I have dried roses, and they keep pretty well. You can't touch them too much because then they'll
Do you
fall
just
apart.
leave them hanging like that, or do you eventually put them in a vase?
You can do either. I don't think I've ever put them in a vase, but you can. It's an option. You're allowed. I'm giving you permission.
Yes.
Oh, I love these little.
I love this bracelet, Miss Kelly. I
Thank
didn't
you.
see it
Someone
earlier.
gave this to me. I don't remember who.
Thank you.
Probably Miss Spike.
Thank you, somebody.
Yes. I got some little heels on here, some cha-cha heels. A crown. It's very nice. And then let's see. I'm gonna put maybe one or two more things. I like these. I feel like this works for a gem jar. Ooh, I'm really like putting all kinds of stuff on here, aren't I?
I know. Well, that's the thing.
That's
is
the fun.
You can have many different collections. You don't have to stick to one or two things.
That's true. And then these were the stickers that we handed out at
At
Pride.
Yeah.
I'll put that on there because that's fun. Ooh, I'm running out of space. Here, I'll put it right. I found space. Whew! I did it. Okay. And then maybe, I wonder if I can fit this little thing that says unique on there. I don't think I could. Oh, maybe like right here on the bottom?
Well, maybe if you move this one, you can put it long ways in there.
I'm afraid that it'll get ruined. Oh, I'll use this one that says you're beautiful inside and out. That's a little bit smaller. Yeah, we'll put that there and then we'll call that good. Oh, and it has little tacking, so it doesn't even have to. Oh, I like how it's a little bit 3D and it's poking out from the jar.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, and then for the lid, I'm gonna use this sparkly star and put it on top. That works really well for a gem jar, don't you say?
I do. This is darling.
Thank you. Well, thank you for giving me all these amazing stickers to decorate it with. And then, let's see, I'll just put that on there. Maybe one or two more things. So I'll do, since my initials are CJ, there are no C's left on here. Oh wait, no, there's one right here. Okay, I found a
I
C.
made sure to make sure.
I will put. I'll put it right here. I'll put it right here.
Or you could just spell out Kelly in the divots of the thing. Or
I think
not.
I'll just do the C and the J because my name is Callie G, and that's G with a J. J-E.
Not like G, like G Whiz.
Not like G like G Whiz. Like,
It's French.
yes, it's French. Well, there we go. That's my collection jar.
I love that.
It's very nice. I'll give a good little tour. Here we go.
Yeah,
Put it
they're
all
just-
on there.
They're just so different because we're just individuals and we just have our own preferences, but
There we go.
Yep.
Thank you for helping me make this craftsman's
I
card.
love it. Yes, it was fun.
And
All
now,
right.
yes,
Oh, real quick,
yes.
if you guys do make your jars, we would love to see them.
Oh my goodness, would we?
Maybe have someone snap a picture, post it into our Facebook or our Messenger, and send us a picture, and we will love to see them.
We'd love to see them. All right, everybody, let's go back to reading time. Thank you so much for coming to Craft Corner.
Yay!
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I'll be seeing you.
I'll be seeing you.
We are going to read one more book. It is also about when a friend moves away. Spoilers.
But we had a theme going.
Oh, it is. Yes.
Did you do that on purpose?
I
That's
kind
very
of did,
smart.
yeah. Making sure the books and the music have something to do with each other. It is an art and a skill. But would you read this book?
I'd be honored.
You can sit here, and I'll sit here and listen to you this time. I won't say anything else. What are we reading?
This is a book called In a Jar. Jar.
A jar, yes.
Yep.
Oh, yes. Sorry. Thank you. Jar.
In a Jar by Deborah Marcero. In a jar. Rabbits. Llewellyn was a collector. He collected things in jars.
Oh, now craft makes more sense now, huh? Doesn't it?
Yeah, put the jar before the horse.
Yeah.
When he held the jar and peered inside, Llewellyn remembered all the wonderful things he had seen and done. You can see he's got a jar full of leaves, and he opens it up. It's like he's there again. He gets to remember how beautiful the forest looked when he collected those leaves. He collected small, ordinary things, like crayons, a dandelion, a snail, leaves, like buttercups, feathers, and heart-shaped stones. One night, the sunset painted the sky the color of tart cherry syrup. Llewellyn ventured down to the shore with as many jars as he could carry. A little girl named Evelyn was there too.
Ooh.
Llewellyn scooped that cherry light into his jars, and when he was done, he gave one to Evelyn. Evelyn took the jar home, and to her surprise, it glowed through the night with the memory of that sunset. From then on, Llewellyn and Evelyn collected things together. They collected things hard to hold, like rainbows, the sound of the ocean, and the wind just before snow falls. They collected things you might think would even fit in a jar. They collected things you might not think would even fit in a jar, but somehow they did. They collected the wonders of winter. Some wonders: snowball fights, hot cocoa, fires, and ice skating, and a fox. The newness of spring, the fox, and it has a kid, a little fox baby. And they're poking around.
It's probably a good thing that you can't actually put a fox in a jar.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be a much different story if it was not the memory of that time we saw the fox and it had a baby in the spring and was a fox in a jar. Jar.
Jar.
A lot of jar.
Yeah, we say jar a lot in this.
Yeah.
You can use it as an. I'll do it. I'll do it with you. Right?
And the thunderstorm and tulips and the ducklings and the long days and shadows of summer, long days and shadows catching fireflies. And in the jar is the memory of that time they caught the fireflies in the jar. These jars all the way down. Over time, their jars filled the walls of Llewellyn's house.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of jars.
There's a lot of jars.
That wouldn't work in my house. I have too many cats. It would immediately be a floor full of memories and not a lot of jars. But one day, Evelyn had sad news. Her family was moving to a new town. Too soon, it was time to say goodbye. And there she
What is that?
driving away.
Always see you later.
Yep. Llewellyn's gonna miss Evelyn. With Evelyn gone, Llewellyn's heart felt like an empty jar.
An empty bucket, because like we talked about buckets a lot, so her feelings are like broken over the bucket.
Yeah.
Exactly like that. Here, thank you. One night, Llewellyn lay awake. Falling stars glittered against the dark sky. He wondered if Evelyn could see them too.
Another purple.
That gave him an
They do the
idea.
purple.
Llewellyn tiptoed out into the moonless night and collected the meteor shower in a jar.
Ooh. In a jar.
The next day, he prepared a package. Fragile. Llewellyn, Evelyn. When the box arrived and Evelyn opened the jar, the stars in the night sky fell around her.
Ooh.
Evelyn knew just what to do. She collected the sounds. Beep, blink, screech. Seems like Evelyn moved to a big city. A lot of sounds. and the crowds and the bright night lights of her new home and sent them all to 𝐬𝐢𝐿𝐿yn. And so when the golden leaves of autumn began to fall once again, 𝐬𝐿𝐿yn set out to collect a jar full for Evelyn. A little boy named Max was there too. Luckily, 𝐬𝐿𝐿yn had brought an extra jar. And there they go.
Thank you for sharing that book, Mr. Evelyn. Thank you.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. I was very excited. I
Yes.
really like this book. There's another one called Out of a Jar.
Yes.
That is also very good.
And the nice thing about this book is you can get it from your local library. Oh.
The building you are in right now.
Amazing, awesome. Yes, I quite like that book. You know, in the first book, Evelyn and Daniela were trading letters so that you could figure out, you know, what the other one was up to. In this book, they traded jars of the things that they had seen. I think that that's really quite nice. I liked that you get to be able, especially by sharing things in a jar, to share the things that you were able to see or hear, like the sounds of the city. Oh, why am I putting on this? It's just
for show.
Yeah, it's just for show. I'm not actually going to be using it lately, but it's habit. And it reminded me of a song. It's the same title of the program that we're doing. I'll see you later. I'll be seeing you. And it reminds me of being able to look out, and even though somebody has moved away from us, we can still remember them by the things that we do and the memories that we share together. So here is that song. I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places that this heart of mine embraces all day through. In that small cafe, park across the way, the children's carousel, the chestnut trees wish you well. I'll be seeing you in every lovely summer's day, in everything that's light and gay. I'll always think of you that way. I'll find you in the morning sun, and when the night is new, I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing you. I'll be seeing you in every lovely summer's day, in everything that's light and gay. I'll always think of you that way. I'll find you in into our program. It was a little bit different today because we got to, usually we're talking about fun, whimsy, adventure, but today we're talking about our feelings, and I think that's a very important thing to talk about. Yeah. Is when we were able to recognize our feelings and then figure out why we're having them and also figure out something to do about them or something that makes us feel better. That is a very good, important thing to do. So thank you for coming on that journey with us. I want to thank everybody who was able to help today. I'm going to forget somebody. I'll start with Mr. Rowan. Miss Kylie for teaching us signs. Who we got? Moving away. Moving away. The jar. We got the jar. Miss seeing you. Oh, and miss you. Oh, goodness. How could I forget that one? I missed that one. Yes, and then we also have Miss Barb helping with the craft. And also our other friends, Nathan and Seth, and I'm forgetting someone, Kyle. We're here helping us as well, and I really appreciate it. And thank you for doing the cameras. Not including your jar. You get to take that home, obviously. I always make sure that I have stickers if you want a sticker. So come up here and you can totally have a sticker.